Hey, subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to ring that bell. When you ring that bell, you get all kinds of great cooking tips and recipes delivered right to your YouTube. Fantastic. Like today's recipe, Chinese food at its best. Now we've all had orange flavored chicken or orange flavored beef. And what does it come with? Broccoli. Okay, what we're going to do today is take out the chicken, take out the beef, leave the broccoli. That's the good part. Orange flavored broccoli, better than takeout. So easy. You can do it. You can make Chinese food. Not a problem. I'm going to show you the secret to cooking Chinese food. Oh, there's a secret. Hey, there's a secret to everything. Today's secret, Chinese food. How to do it. How to do it right. Hey, why don't we get cooking? That's a great idea. Fantastic. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. All right. Here's the secret to Chinese food. It's cooked very quickly. So what you have to do is prepare everything in advance. When you cook like American food, as you're cooking it, you can kind of prepare it. Chinese food doesn't work that way. If you want to make good Chinese food, everything got to be ready to cook. And then you start cooking. And 1, 2, 3, you're done. It's wonderful. Very easy. Just make sure you have everything ready in advance. That's all there is to it. The secret's out of the bag. Now you know how to make Chinese food. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is make the sauce. It's an orange sauce, so you have to have some orange flavor. Wonderful. Orange marmalade, why not? I use a middle-of-the-road orange marmalade. There are some orange marmalades that are awesome. I use that on top of toast. That's wonderful. You get that the flavor of the orange marmalade. Fantastic. $7, $8 for a jar that big. This, $4. So it's good orange marmalade. It's not like garbage. It's not like all sugar and garbage. It's good orange marmalade, but it's not like $7 a jar of orange marmalade. That's what you want to do, because you're going to add soy sauce and garlic and ginger and stuff like that. So get the middle-of-the-road orange marmalade. That'll be fantastic. You want the flavor, but you don't need to spend the money on it. Okay, we're going to start with 3/4 of a cup of orange marmalade. Hey, you know how to test to see if orange marmalade's good? That's good. Yeah, I like the little bits of orange in there. It's fantastic. Don't be afraid to taste things. Then you get an idea of what it is and how it tastes. Is it good enough or not? Next, I need 1/4 cup of soy sauce. Hey, I like Kiko Man. I think that's one of the better soy sauces. Tablespoon of vinegar. Why vinegar? Hey, you got orange marmalade in there. That's really sweet. Too sweet, too sweet. You gotta balance. Everything has to have balance. In life, gotta have balance. Hey, I put some vinegar in there. That'll balance it. Just a tablespoon. White vinegar. Don't get fancy. White vinegar is fine. 1 teaspoon sesame oil. 2 teaspoons of chopped up gingerroot. I'm going to need 2 cloves of garlic. So what do? I take 2 cloves of garlic. You see the stem end? Cut that off. And then smash it lightly. And then you see the clove of garlic? It pops right out. Hey, look at that. That's fantastic. First I slice it up like that, and then I chop it. That looks good. I'm going to put that right in with the sauce. Hey, the sauce is going to have to thicken when it, is added to the dish. So I have to add a thickening agent. Chinese usually use cornstarch. That's what I'm going to use. I got 2 tablespoons cornstarch. But if I just add cornstarch, you're going to have lumps of cornstarch. So I have to make it into what I call a slurry. A slurry is equal parts of cornstarch and water. That's all it is. But now the starch in the cornstarch will be like diluted in water, and it won't be like lumps of cornstarch. That's how you use cornstarch. Make a slurry. Yeah, you just learned something. Wonderful. Okay. 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of water. Just use your finger and kind of mix it together. I like to use my finger because then I can feel for the lumps, kind of break up the lumps around the walls and stuff around the sides of the this little dish. Now it's totally smooth. I'm going to add it right to the sauce. Ooh, very nice. And there's your sauce. Wonderful stuff. Okay. Alright, so the sauce is done. That's wonderful. And now I have to deal with the broccoli. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the broccoli up, and I'm going to blanch and shock the broccoli. What does that mean? That means blanch it, I'm going to cook it halfway, and then shock it, I'm going to stop the cooking process. And this way, when I finish the dish later, it's very quick, very easy. Everything's ready to go. I got to stir fry the broccoli, the vegetables, and add the sauce, and I'm done. Look how easy that is. It's amazing. You want to cut what's called a florette. So you have the piece of broccoli, and you cut it through the stem halfway. And then you break it apart. So that you see the cut side here. It's not straight. It's got a little bit of a curve to it. So it looks like a natural piece of broccoli. Here, take it, cut it just through the stem, and then break it apart. It's a broccoli. Then I want to put a red pepper in there. When I cut this red pepper, I cut the top off, I cut the bottom off, I cut the sides away from the seeds. Just like that. Hey, there's my seeds. Don't want that. Now I have these pieces of red pepper. Very easy to deal with. So the top, I just cut into pieces. Nice. The bottom. A nice big dice. Look at that. Okay, I got my broccoli, I got my red pepper. Wonderful. I told you I was going to blanch and shock this broccoli, right? So, I got boiling water. Now, you don't have to blanch broccoli in boiling water. You can roast it. It's just you got to cook it halfway. That's all. I have about half a gallon of water and a teaspoon of salt. Put the broccoli and the red pepper inside. I'm going to cover it just for a minute. Covering it will help the heat come back quickly. Okay, it's been about a minute. And you see the water starting to boil a little bit. I don't want to leave the cover on too long because otherwise the broccoli will turn a dull green color. Okay, so I got 1 minute with the cover on and 1 minute with the cover off. Okay, I dumped this on a plate. Like that. Hey, I'm going to put that broccoli in the freezer. The freezer. Just about 15 minutes. It'll get really cold really fast. It'll stop the cooking process. If I run it, I could run it under cold water or I could plunge it into ice water. But then the water kind of, it kind of makes the broccoli a little bit waterlogged. So I don't want to do that. I just put it in a pan, 1 layer, and throw it in the freezer. All right. Okay, so everything's done. Everything's cool. Look at this. Came out of the freezer. Look at that color. Beautiful. Smells good too. Everything's great. We're ready to go. I got the vegetables. I got the sauce. Everything's go. Hey, one more thing I gotta show you. I gotta serve this with rice. And this is the rice I like to use, okay? Success rice. Why? If you look at the ingredients, okay, can you see those ingredients? Rice. That's it. Just rice. Hold on a second. Oh, now I can see it. Okay, so that's why I like it. It's just rice. You just cook it the way the package instructions say. I pop it in some boiling water, 10 minutes. I got perfect rice. Jasmine rice, very nice. So that's why I serve with it. That's it, wonderful. It's gonna be good. Okay, so I'm using this pan and I have it on high heat. I'm putting about 2 teaspoons of oil in the pan. Hey, you know how I know it's hot? Check this out. That's hot. Let that sit for a minute. Don't be in such a rush to flip it around. Hey, look at this. Years of practice. Wonderful. You can see the browning on there. Can you get a close-up of that? Check out that browning. That's what you want. It'll give a nice flavor. Hey, remember this sauce, right? We got this sauce going. Okay, the vegetables are all hot. We pour the sauce in there. Woo! Look at that. Make sure that sauce gets really, really hot. You see it bubbling on the edge. That's what you want to see. Look at that. That looks beautiful. Hey, I told you this dish is quick and easy, right? Just like Chinese takeout. Smells delicious in here. Wow. Awesome stuff. Hey, if you think this is awesome, gotta check out my General Chow cauliflower. Wonderful. Also, very easy Chinese dish. And I'll see you there. Hey, check out that video. Seriously, you're gonna enjoy it. All right. Fantastic. Good.